Okay, the bike is where everything fell apart. This is my 70.3 Boulder Race Recap Part 2 bicycle. Where do I begin? The plan for this race was to use all of the on-course nutrition. For me, simple is better. For me, having less stuff is better. Complete failure this time. I had a box of gels that I brought with me on the trip, but the day before, I couldn't find them. And I knew they were buried in the car somewhere, probably like under a bunch of stuff. And so I just kind of said like, that's all right, that was plan B anyway, that was in case of an emergency anyway. So I'll just leave that and I'll just go with plan A, which was to use the on-course nutrition. I mean, even to this day, I don't even know that that's like a bad plan. I kind of stand by that plan, other than I would have had like backups in my jersey. But I still think that for me, like using the on-course stuff to the maximum is probably like the right decision. So I get out of the bike transition, but this is all that I have. I have 2 applesauce pouches in the jersey, and I have 2 small water bottles. The water bottles were full of water, by the way. But the day before, I made sure to ask somebody because I did not understand how the on-course nutrition works with the biking. So I asked them, like, do you just not put any water bottles in your bike to start, and do you just grab them from the course? And he said, no, you want to start with something. So you just want to start with something that you're okay like throwing away. I was under the impression that there was going to be an aid station pretty soon, and that I was going to dump that water and grab some real nutrition. Start out on the bike. Within 5 minutes, my front water bottle cage was loose and it just tipped forward and that water went flying. And then I was down, within 5 minutes, I was down to 1 small water bottle and 2 applesauce pouches. So I start biking and I'm immediately getting a little bit concerned because I'm not seeing an aid station and I don't know when it's gonna be. So at this point, I start rationing things because I truly don't know when the first aid station is going to be. And I think if you're going to rely on the on-course nutrition, you should probably know that, right? I probably should have found that out the day before.